Sneaky ways that a girl will test a guy's confidence level. Some of these are so sneaky that almost all men miss them and fail. If you want to be a more attractive man, then you need to learn how to pass these tests. But one of the sneakiest ways that a girl will test your confidence is by getting you to betray your own values. Almost all women want a high-value man. One key thing that separates alpha from beta males, if he is able to keep his word. If you say you're going to do something, then alphas really do it. This is also your certainty, mindset, and especially your beliefs. For example, a lot of you have dealt with this. Imagine you have a friend who says he believes that it's wrong to flirt with his friend's girlfriends. Since he's a man, you trust his word. A week later, he's around your girlfriend. He's literally flirting with her. You automatically lose all respect for him. So imagine what that's like for girls. Your word is your value. Women will test your word to see if you go against it. If you do go against it, she can never trust you. If you do keep your word, you become highly seductive. Use this easy flirting hack to make someone instantly like you. This trick revolves around being a challenge. If you can be a challenge, it will cause people to naturally chase you. I don't want you to be that guy or girl that's easy. The majority of people out there, especially men, are beta. They chase desperately. The fastest way to become interesting is to do the opposite of the overwhelming majority, which means if they zig, then you zag. If they chase, then you be a challenge. But how do you become a challenge? You need to add these 3 phrases to your vocabulary. What makes you say that? Guess. If you didn't know me, what would you say? Let's say you're talking to a girl. She asks you, what's your sign? Most guys will just answer her. You just missed a perfect opportunity to become a mystery. If you say, what would you say that I am? She says, Sagittarius? Now why would you think that? Now you keep pulling it away, so they really want to know. It's always advised to make them work for you, because if they're working for you, what does that indirectly mean? It means you have value. Here are things that confident people will never do. When I was younger, I heard something like this a lot. To get the girl or to be successful, all you need to have is confidence. I was like, what the fuck does that even mean? It was like confidence was just something you acquired randomly. And here's one of the biggest things about confidence that they don't tell you. Confidence has way more to deal with what you push out of your life and remove from your life versus the things that you add on to your life. And one big thing that confident people never do is trying to come off as somebody that you're not. Something confident people understand is that they don't have to prove themselves to anyone. In Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power, he said the overtrait conceals the opposite. Some great examples of this: someone who spends all their money on a car they can't afford, or they spend it on designer clothing, just because you're trying to come off as wealthy. And this stems from deep insecurity, a fear that you won't be accepted for who you are. But this only attracts the people into your life who like you for what you have, and not what you are. Here are some flirting secrets that they do not want you to know. The reason they don't want you to know this is because it is so simple, yet effective, that anyone can do this and spark an instant connection and make them instantly attracted to you. Here is what you need to do. Stop asking questions and make more assumptions. Instead of asking somebody, what do you do for fun? Say something like this: I can definitely tell you're the troublemaker of the group. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on you. And after you've set that frame, then assume everything that they do has an ulterior motive. If she touches you, hey, watch it. It's just not gonna work on me, okay? I know you're up to something devious. The reason that assumptions work is that when you say they look like the troublemaker, then what do you become to them? You become a mystery, a curiosity. Curiosity equals attraction. They have to know why you think that about them. They start to work for an answer. They are working for you. They subconsciously tell themselves, if I'm working this hard for an answer, he must have value. Before they know it, they're attracted to you. Here is how to make somebody obsessed with you. And this is definitely classified as manipulation. So do not use this on somebody who's showing full interest and somebody who's pursuing you. Use this on somebody who's playing games with you. Have you ever noticed that if you are obsessed with somebody, usually it's because they are throwing mixed signals at you, basically where they're on and off with you, and you don't know where they stand. One day they might send you a wink or a kissing emoji. They may brush up against you, or even tell you that you look good. But the very next day they're the opposite, and this is exactly what you need to do. One day you act like they're your everything. Everything they do is perfect. You are so into them and you let them know that. But the very next day, go into ghost mode. Treat them as a friend. Take time with your replies. The reason that this makes somebody crave you is that they get an emotional high when they know you're obsessed with them. Feeling wanted is one of these 6 human needs. But when you turn off, it will make them crave that attention again. They'll start working harder to get it back. So you become almost like a drug to them. Before they know it, they're obsessed. Use these secrets to be able to hold and keep a conversation going with anybody. A lot of people out there have poor social skills, but once you understand some simple social psychology, it will help you eliminate that social anxiety and help you create small talk without even thinking about it. You probably want to be able to talk to people without feeling anxiety, but something you need to know is that your brain is constantly making new habits and new connections, which means that your brain has formed connections to avoid conversation. One thing to understand to instantly improve conversation is to understand context. And I can't believe that I'm about to tell this story, but my mom told me this story about my grandfather. grandfather the other day. So before I was even born, my grandfather's sister's kids died in a terrible plane accident. The day of the funeral came. My grandfather walks in with my mom, walks up to my aunt and tells her, you'll get over it. It instantly started a war. Don't say specific things in certain context. Another tip, don't use conversation-killing words such as cool or nice. You want to keep it flowing, not ending it. Another point that goes along with context, let's say that you're at the vet. You can simply ask them, how did you get into this? Just you asking that question makes them feel like you actually care. And use their answer to bridge